Hey guys, so today you and I are going to talk about bad recruitment processes. Let's get into it. So the question in question was, Hi Frederick, thank you very much for your video. Big fan of your content. Thank you. I'm in the situation where I'm not sure what to do, and I'd like to hear your opinion. Around a month ago, an HR person contacted me about one position and offered a great salary. I passed an interview and they promised to send an offer. However, after that, she disappeared for 2 weeks. I forgot about them, but a few days ago they contacted me again asking when I can start the job. I responded saying that they haven't made an offer since our last talk, so I'm not willing to talk about the start date. She completely ignored the message, and I haven't heard from her since. However, yesterday a guy called me saying that he is the product director in his company. In this company, he was saying that because of my resume, the bar racers didn't allow me to go didn't allow things to go further with me, and he offered his help to help me pass them. Okay, I'm not sure. I'm assuming. Okay, so you didn't meet some criteria or something like that, but I'm completely unsure about it since the whole experience was the worst in my life. Is this something common? Although they are a startup, not a big corporation, it seems like that bureaucracy is really high and I don't want to deal with it. But the offer is great overall, so should I try to work with this guy? Or in your experience, do such companies have a lot of problems inside? Um, I'm gonna have to give you the very sad and disappointing answer where I can only say that it depends. So this is the thing with bureaucracy and like all that stuff, because the thing what you have been saying right now is, to me, not necessarily a bureaucracy matter. My guess is, and this is a wild guess, if they have not gotten back to you in 2 weeks and all of a sudden they get back to you for some reason, it might be that you weren't their first choice, as an example. Or it might be that they had other candidates that they were interviewing and then they got back to you when they were done like getting the roster. And this is kind of the thing, right? It might be that the HR person said some stuff that made you feel some like in a certain way, but she wasn't allowed to, etc., etc. So the experience that you've had, even though it's horrible, is not necessarily an indicator that this company on the inside, like when everything is actually going on in the daily job, is that's a reflection on how that works. Because a recruitment process, like there's so many things that could have gone wrong here. There are so many things that could have been the reason why you didn't hear back, and like, because the thing is, they haven't really said or done anything that is an indicator that they're a bad company, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, even like I would say, in a sense, a product like if a product director reaches out to you and says that, well, there was some concerns about your resume, but I'm going to try to help you fix that. Like, that is like, I mean, I would love to ask, like, why do you want to do that? Is it because you believe in me? Like, what's the reason why you want to help me, etc., etc.? Like, and just to get some more information there, because that could be an indicator that like they really want you. Because that's something that does actually happen, my friend. If you give like a good impression to someone, or if you have, depending on who you're dealing with, of course, there are managers like this, and this is one of those things where it's really good to make friends in high places, because if you have friends or people who are going to vouch for you, they might actually stick out their neck and say, hey, you know what? Yeah, this hiring person, HR, whatever, like whoever holds the money bag, that person has a set of rules, etc., etc. Sure, that's great. But here I come and I say, you know what, I really believe in this person. I believe that they're going to be a big contribution to our company. So I'm going to go out and say, yes, but let's make an exception for this person. as an example. That might be the thing that just happened. You don't know. And you describe this as being the worst experience of your life. And here, this is where it gets disappointing. And if that is the case, since I haven't been part of the discussion, I don't know, like I don't know what you said, I don't know what they said, you're going to have to follow your gut on this one. It really becomes that's the most disappointing thing in the world, I know, but I can't really tell you yes or no, because all I can say is that I feel like you might be completely right, but you could also be projecting, and I don't know which it is. And you're going to have to figure that out for yourself. So what I want you to take away from this is that if people don't get back to you fast enough, or if there's a lot of delays, etc., etc., that doesn't necessarily mean that there's a malicious intent here. If someone doesn't get back to you for 2 weeks, for all you know, that person went on vacation. It was bad timing. There's nothing wrong there's nothing weird with that. And sure, it might not, from your perspective, be the most respectful thing in the world, but then again, are you always like super nice to the telemarketers who call you up? Maybe you are, I don't know. So like, that's why I'm saying that you can absolutely be correct about this, that the company has like internal problems and so forth, but I don't feel, at least from my perspective, as if there is proof of this here. But then again, I wasn't in the discussions. If you really feel like you were mistreated, follow your gut on this one. But from my perspective, at the very least, it's hard to say if there's a reflection. Usually there is. It's really hard to tell if a company is good or bad based on like just the recruitment process. As I said, it's usually a gut feeling. But if they have a product director who's willing to talk to you and like coach you and help you pass whatever resume requirements that you were missing, that is actually a good indicator. So, you're on your own, dude. Sorry. Have a great day.